Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right, so, should we test heat very quickly? Okay, oh, look at that burn effect. Holy moly. What?
That doesn't burn! You're cooking in a burn pan, you fucking... I love to watch the castles burn.
This is fine. That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
Whoa! Whoa!
Because some men aren't looking for anything logical. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Flash Hazardous, and today is update for Hotfix Day. A mini patch got released a little bit earlier today. Some fixes and much needed tweaks to the original U4 Armory patch. We're going to take a quick couple of minutes just to run through these so we can understand what's changed as of this patch. So some general points here, nothing too exciting except for the point now that on Overheat there is a burning effect, and this ends up dealing damage. It'll be interesting to see how they've applied this. Is it some sort of a flat damage? Is it per bullet? Is it per damage of the bullet? I'm going to find that out as we're playing the game to see how Overheat now has changed the dynamics of heat and weaponry. In terms of fixes, there are a couple of pretty big ones. A number of people were reporting issues around clicking on the game button. It was crashing them out. I actually had this issue myself. I ended up just essentially removing all of my mods, and that seemed to work as well. Some of my depots as well that I had in Universe Edit. But it looks like this has been properly fixed now. That's a really good thing. Having a massive crash on game start is not something you want to have in your experience. Good that that's been fixed. And then a couple of really big fixes that might change the way in which weapons are tuned at the moment. The first big one is fixing the main power scaling issues. Now, what this means is that essentially there was an attachment, a divine attachment called Divine Blessing. What that would do is it would increase the effects of perk and attachments by, I think by about 100%. What happened with that is that it would apply to itself, and every time you switched weaponry, Divine Blessing would ultimately keep scaling up all your other attachments. You end up with some pretty wonky effects on the item on the gun in question that had this this Divine Blessing perk on it. Quite rare. I only had it once before in terms of Divine Blessing. I never had the scaling issue, but that's now been fixed. That's pretty good. The other big one is strange weapon damage scaling, and by that it was mostly around muzzle attachments, muzzle booster in particular. This would end up scaling every single level, and ultimately you get some pretty wonky things apparently happening with damage graphs, range graphs. That's why you had some of those really strange ones you would have seen, like we had a Z once. There's been inverted damage graphs that go backwards. It's really, really funny. But that's apparently been fixed. And that's really some of the big changes from this patch. A couple of other notable ones. While we finally have extra shot firing, the entire magazine being fixed. Well, I did a bit of campaigning on this myself, guys. If you watched, I think it was part 2 of series 20, we had a little bit on how twice as the charm is great, but twice as the charm would expel your entire magazine. That is the impact that's now been fixed. So that 10% chance to shoot an extra round, now when you get 2 of those, it doesn't expel your entire magazine every once in a while, which is a great fix. It's funny, but it shouldn't be in the game. Fixed variants reapplying. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I do know that there was a bug around the variant upgrade you would get with a number of your starting weapons. And that, for some reason, would give you a variant once you've unlocked it, but on a new level or on a reload of your run, it would end up taking that back, essentially, to a standard variant, or at least it did for me. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this hotfix patch, and that's a little bit of a pass on damage on weapons, or various aspects for weapons: heat, damage, magazine sizes. Let's have a quick look through this one. So they tweaked and fixed varied attachments. Nice. We'll see what that means as we start the run. They increased the weapon perk amount cap to 6. You only start with 3 perks, and some weapons, specifically like the Akita, you have 4. That's now been increased to 6. It just provides more space for modders to work with. Plus, I guess if you're lucky enough to get a number of different technology perks on your gun, if you're able to buy them from the Tinkerer, you can now have up to 6, which is really awesome. More broken runs incoming. Let's see how that plays out. Nail gun damage, 1.25 to 1.35. I think this is just reflective of the fact that the nail gun was very underwhelming, even fully attached. Fully stacked with attachments. ZB26 reduced magazine size to 20. Reducing magazine size has got a couple of people up in arms, but we'll see whether that's a good fix for the weapon. It was very powerful, so it definitely needed a little bit of a nerf bat. The S90 having heat reduction. It was a very strange thing with the S90 shotgun. It would have intense amounts of heat for a shotgun. Shouldn't have been in play. They have reduced that now. Nemesis damage going from 8 times to 9 times, just reflective of the fact that the Nemesis wasn't all that powerful for a top tier legendary sniper. Interesting to see whether a 1x multiplier will fix that. Then on the X1200, damage and ammo was nerfed. It was very overtuned, but it keeps... They say it was very overtuned, but it keeps similar damage for higher heat. The X1200 I didn't play with during the beta or during the original U4 run that I had around Mayhem that I did. I have heard a lot of things about it being really powerful, so interesting to see how that's changed. X1500 damage increased. Not really sure on that one. X500, an interesting one. Movement accuracy is now normal, and heat has been increased. The X500 was hands down the best starting handgun, and that was even without... that was even after it received a massive nerf in terms of its damage. If you remember some of the earlier beta videos that I did with the X500, I was getting upwards of like 30,000 damage, 9 to about 30,000 damage per shot on the X500. So that's been fixed. It was still the most powerful handgun, and now they've tried to kind of balance it out a bit more with heat and with the fact that now it has movement accuracy penalties on it, which is really good. CR18 has increased recoil reset after stopping. Didn't play too much with it. We did play with it a little bit on our Mayhem run. It felt pretty good, but I'll take their word for it that it needed a bit more love. So CR18, that's a 2 burst fire pistol. I think it's available to the Chrono Trooper, and I'm not sure what other variants, but has received a little bit of love. Let's see how that operates. P20 Dual now has same mag size as P20, and the recoil is increased. Now, this was a much needed nerf to the P20s. You saw with the run that we had on the 225% run that we had on Mayhem, the P20s were just ridiculously powerful. So good to see that it's been received a little bit of a nerf, now almost bringing it more in line with carrying 2 P20s, which are garbage starter handguns, by the way. by bringing it down to the same mag size and increasing recoil, which really is one of the main reasons why the P20 single starter pistol is so bad. So let's see where this lands. This was definitely S tier, A tier weaponry before. Let's see where it lands afterwards. Really interestingly at the bottom, and before we close this off and get into the run, they talk about their next priorities. They talk about a small spring cleaning in the project. I'm assuming, I have got no idea what that means. I'm assuming that's just kind of cleaning up some issues that still exist in the game. But most importantly, they talked about a class overhaul before continuing with the enemy update. Now, this is not completely true. Classes apparently will have an overhaul, but it will only be in terms of the starter classes that you see and not necessarily the progression for classes. So progression will remain the same, but the selection of starting classes and specs that you will have at your disposal is going to be adjusted. And then we're going to have the big enemy update, which I think this game sorely needs. That's some really interesting, I guess, directional information. So we'll be seeing some new classes, some new variants and specs. And then beyond that, finally, what I think we really need is that enemy update, maybe some patrolling, fixing the scaling, terror levels, all that kind of stuff. So that's really good. That's really, really good. Happy with this short update. I know we haven't gone through the main patch notes yet, but I'm assuming all of you are fairly aware that it really is a weapon-focused update, attachment and weapon-focused. I'll find a way to go through that, though it might not be in the kind of traditional patch review notes that I typically do. Right, so that's a solid 13 minutes going through some of those changes. Without further delay, guys, we're going to jump right back into a game here. And I thought for the next run, we haven't played a heck of a lot of Recon for a while now. I think the last Recon run we did was around Christmas time. A lot has obviously changed since then. And I thought we would just pick up the base Recon class. I didn't feel like really playing a sniper class, like an anti-mat with the starting sniper. Let's go with the Recon class. And I thought we would also showcase the starting PPQ-H laser pistol, which we haven't played with. And on top of that, I thought we'd switch the focus up and play with Deletion. So effectively going full in on the Eraser and on what is laser technology. Now, for those of you that don't know, lasers and ammo type, it deals great amounts of damage to like unarmored and unshielded targets. Very low damage to shielded and armored targets. So we're going to go all in on that. We're going to flip over into obviously the Deletion, which gives your Eraser extra charges. It increases the recharge time, but it also recharges all 3 charges at once. So that means we'll be stacking the Eraser effect onto our weapons and seeing how that works. Going full on Recon laser. And I think that's pretty much it, lads. So let's just make sure we're on Lightning Start and off of Mayhem. And jump right into a run over here. Looking forward to seeing if some of my main concerns around the game have been addressed here. I doubt that they have been. And that's really around the difficulty of playing through S2 at the moment. I think 200% is far too easy. I'm kind of hoping that I get rolled over in this run, just to prove myself wrong on that. Just to hope that they have scaled back damage on certain weapons in order to make this a more competitive or harder game in general, because it was getting a little bit too easy. So, we've got a Kago crowd controller. I don't see why we don't just start with that. Get that going. Get this out. Get our Razor charges in. And we are doing some amazing damage there. 1 second, lads. And we're back. So we're going to keep stacking Eraser every single time we get the opportunity to do that now. We're going full in on that laser build. We should be able to get through a lot of the unarmored enemies earlier, a lot faster than we'd typically. Let's get that reloaded. Get a couple more Erasers in. Get them out. So like I said, really good, because we can take these guys out a lot faster than usual. There we go. Let's get that reloaded again. Let's get our razor charges back in. Get one of these out. Get them disoriented, and there we go. Very nice. So PPQ-H will be really strong until we start seeing armored and or shielded targets. Until then, it is going to be amazing. So, got 4 stacks of Eraser on this weapon now. Really good. You can flip over back into the Kago controller. Try to see if that actually applies to the next shot for this as well. See that? Yeah, it looks like it does, actually. Okay. Get this reloaded. Get our Eraser back up. Oh, it got taken out by the Kago. Okay. So let's rotate the Kago in as well. Oh. That worked pretty well. Very, very nice. PPQ-H. Very, very strong. Enjoying it so far for sure. And picking up some upgrade kits there as well. Right. So, keep moving through this level. Alright, and let's keep this run moving. Kago is really nice to have at the start. And I'm actually just really loving the way this run's developing already. I mean, the PPQ, pretty strong. Oh, we out of bullets as well, unfortunately. Let's get that back up. And we're good. Get those Eraser charges in, and bang. Very, very powerful. Like I said, against those unarmored and unshielded targets. We've got Precision Strike. Calls in mortar shots. Targets the last attacked enemy. Deals explosive area damage. Very nice. Play around with that one. Here's potential deal damage to ourselves there, but ooh, where in the world did you come from, buddy? Get all the Eraser shots in. Get that out. Oh, feels so very good, lads. Get this up. Throw out a couple of those beautiful Kago rounds that deal damage over time. And we're good. Look at that. We are taking some damage ourselves. Will that stop? Yes, it will. We're good. All right. What do we actually have on the PPQ? So it's a Relic. 10% chance on shots to heal for 50. Increases damage by 15. Reduces fire rate by 25. Very nice. That's strong. And it seems to be a variant that actually has a cooldown. I haven't seen a Relic before. Elite Kit increases damage on elites by 20%. That's really strong. Critical chance is very high here. Okay. Might actually look to invest a little bit in this gun, actually. There we go. And the strike should do the rest on that one. Let's not forget to add those Eraser charges. Oh, he just moved at the right spot, didn't he? There we go. And another one down. Very good. I think we're going to upgrade this. We're going to actually upgrade the Kago. We're going to do something crazy here and upgrade the Kago. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's just get this, get all our stacks going here. I think we're going to actually upgrade this weapon here. So Burst Trigger will give us a burst fire. I don't know if I want that. Hyper Cascading Trigger, 25% chance on weapon hits to increase fire rate by 10%. Gain 2 ammo regen, lose 20 health. That's interesting. Will that be counteracted by our Relic? It's only a 10% chance on shots, though it should theoretically balance itself out. 10% chance on shots gains super ammo regeneration last 2 seconds. Maybe we go with that one. I wouldn't mind that one. That looks like a really strong one. Go with the electric cycler there. I feel like we're getting decent amounts of damage on this weapon already. Don't forget to keep stacking your Eraser. And we have our first item box, or our second item box over here. Let's get these guys out. Very nice. Very strong, guys. Very strong, this PPQ-H. I mean, obviously, we do have the wonders of the Eraser. Oh, we have Hyperfeed as well. Oh, you can just go ham now, boys. Hyperfeed's going to make sure that we don't end up losing any ammo and shots. So let's just get the crowd controller to help us out here. Start using that. Man, that's really awesome. Right. Let's wait for that to clear. Oh, look at that little sneaky bugger taking a shot over there. There we go. What do we have on our Kago as well? We've got the judges. Increased critical damage chance and recoil. Okay. Very nice. 4 perk slots as well. Controller increases our debuff resistance. Stimulus affects potion booster items. Gives us better effect power on potion booster items. Kind of hard to know what those are, to be honest, at the moment, because nothing's really labeled. Then on healing, increases healing gain and regen, and then lethal ammo switch. Gain an alternative ammo type, HE blast bouncing grenades. Ooh. You know what? I'm liking the idea of sticking around with the Kago for a bit, guys. Let's see how that goes. Get that out. That should be decent damage, right? There we go. Get this out. Get them missing. Move back. Activate the hyper feed. And we just keep shooting there. And avoid our own mortar blast, shall we? So, like I said, lads, really loving the way this run's going. Got lots of interesting elements in it. I think we've cleared out the entire level over here. And I think it's time for us to move on. I had no idea how strong the PPQ-H is going to be. But like I said, the good times are going to come to an end rather abruptly once we start running into armored and or shielded enemies. Hyperfeed's going to help that as well, though. That's pretty nice. Let's get this out. Hit the hyperfeed. There we go. Oh, one of these guys was here. Nice. So we got the stimulus unlocked for it. Kago is really going to be doing decent amounts of work for us. I actually really like the idea of sticking around with it. Let's try to get behind this. Oh, missed him, unfortunately. And I'm going to have to use this now. There we go. Unfortunately, that's one of the biggest weaknesses, guys, for any laser weapon. If you can look down here, armor piercing's only at 10. Shield damage is at 50%. But then that juicy weak point damage is just absolutely insane. So, benefits and cons. It's true of almost every ammo type in this game. Ooh. Well, you see now? We can't even break through that. And that's the weakness, right? That's why we need a Kago crowd controller over here. Let's try to get behind him. There we go. Very nice. We are taking damage. That was a little bit silly to jump into the Kago's effects over there. Almonds, so we should get a lot of damage. Let's move back here. Get this. Okay, let's get out of here. The heat's taking damage. Let's see how much damage does heat do, actually. We're gonna have to, like, pay attention to that. Okay, Kago out, and that should be good enough. And there we go. Very nice. Kago's been pretty good so far. Definitely really good at damaging ourselves. Oh, man, we're gonna have to be careful of that once we get the damage up on that weapon. It does reduce our oh, what is this? Increased damage by 15% per stack. How does that work? When gaining a buff. Gotcha. Okay, only works on gaining a buff. Okay, so this is the top half of the level. Let's try go back through around the center over here. A couple of enemies here. There we go. Get this reloaded. Get this reloaded. Use our hyper feed. Not that we really need it over there. Bit of a waste. There we go. That should be good stuff. Don't know why the Kago would end up having so much heat, by the way. It's a very odd thing to give the Kago. Okay, good stuff. Keep moving. Keep that eraser going. Off them from a distance. Oh, man. So good. Like I said, lads. Ah, gotta be careful of this guy. Is that a dog that I heard? I've heard that dogs are absolutely scary at the moment. So we just gotta be careful of that. More damage for the Kago. Very nice. Very nice. Goodbye. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, we keep walking into that area of effect, unfortunately. Okay. Double weapon parts. That means we should invest in an upgrade to the Kago. I think we're sticking with this, aren't we? Got tape mags. Every second magazine is increased reload speed and higher powered ammo that gives us higher crit chance. We've got reward system. Well, has this changed? Increased weak point. Okay, so it has changed. Reward system never used to give you increased weak point damage. So every weak point hit, you gain a stack. At 10 stacks, you're given 100 healing. Always a bit of an underwhelming attachment. So I think we're probably going to give it a skip this time. Lightweight receiver, movement speed, movement accuracy, and weapon cooling. I think we're going to go with the tape mags over here. I don't think any of these are that great for the Kago, if I'm being completely honest. It's not like you actually need to be accurate with it anyway. Let's go with the tape mags then. Should we just try the rewards? Oh, we can't weak point damage with it, can we? Go tape mags, that's fine. That's fine. What do we have here? So this is the new shop UI. Can't really see the difference. I'll be honest. I think we're going to pick up the lightning boots for sure. It's a nice little upgrade to pick up on. Judge's quick draw might be good as well. Not a bad pickup at all. I think we're going to keep it low cost for now though. Go lightning boots just for that extra speed. Get this reloaded. Let's not forget our eraser, which we have been forgetting. Get our hyper feed going. There we go. Get that out. It's amazing how effective it is with the eraser. Yeah. Oh, we're taking damage, aren't we? Oh, we got to get away. Right. Let's probably get some range over here. There we go. That's fine. Oh, got to be careful of him. And not do damage to ourselves as well. That would be really good, wouldn't it? Only one bullet left with the Kago. Right. Okay. We are going to need a little bit of help here. And that's it. That's all we needed. Ooh. Alright, so... maybe not as powerful as we thought we were, lads. Got to be careful over here a little bit. Another weapon part box. That's very nice. Let's keep moving through. What's our next item? Mavericks. That's fine. Get rid of that guy in the corner. Right. We're good. We're good. Progressing quite nicely. And there's a health pack down there, which is really going to be welcome. Picked up some credits. And we're back to being good. Shrine of Zir. What are we going to find here? Got the haste. Got the zeal. Got the tempo. I think we're going to pick up the twin zeal. Twin shots. See if that ends up working. No additional cost. Like that. I like that. Double Kago would be quite insane, actually. Right. Okay. So let's get the eraser impact going here. Let's get rid of him first. Get the Kago out there. And that should be enough to deal with most of these enemies. Another one out. Dealing decent damage. And we just finish him off with the PPQ-H. Right. Wait for the cloud effect to go away. Okay. Good stuff. So far, so good. We have had a couple of issues, but I keep saying I'm fairly happy with this. Let's get this out. Get one for the doggo. Ah, very nice. Kago should do all the work over there. Another one. Aha! There's the double. The twin shot chance. Very strong. And the dog's down too. Loving it. So effective, guys, against unarmored targets. And you can see there, look at how weak it is against ones that have got shields. Get a Kago out for him. Oh, double again. Love it. Love it. Okay. Wait for that to clear out. And we got a new weapon. What is it? Nemesis. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm happy with this. You guys didn't know, one of the perks on the Recon is channel power. So standing still gives you huge benefits. So 2 seconds of standing still gives you massive weak point and all damage. And I think that's going to work really well with the Nemesis prototype. So let's see how that ends up working out with us in this run. We should also be using our scanner a bit more. Get that reloaded. Okay. I did end up stunning myself there, I think. There we go. Pistol's just doing work, boys. Really good work. Okay. What are we going to pick up over here? Well, I see no reason why we don't go fully into our Razor boys. Let's see what we can get. More charges. Gives us... increases the cooldown. Quick charge would be quite nice, though. I wonder if that's gonna... let's just use the quick charge, see what that impacts. Okay, so Razor's now even lower now. That's good. Wasn't very high to begin with, honestly, but... anything that keeps us stacking on that is going to be good. Can we buy another attachment? Not for the Nemesis, but we can for the Kago. So what do we have here? Air trigger. Fire rate's not really that interesting. Reload assist, ejection, and reload speed's very good for the Kago. And then increases the cooling, which is good because it does seem to overheat quite a bit. Then we have sticky tape, movement accuracy, and on pickup looting, increased movement speed, dodge, and lasts for 2 seconds. Let's go with the reload assist. I quite like that for the Kago. Why not just take this one out right off the bat? Right. Okay, nothing else up here. So far, so good. Get everything reloaded. See if we find any big numbers of enemies. Try to get rid of him. That's very nice. Okay. What do we have? And remember, we want to stand still. We want to stand still, lads. And you can see the impacts coming. And now we should be able to shoot quite a big shot here. And miss, of course. It's just about what you'd expect. Get the hyper feed going. Oh, I didn't get that. Get Kago out and move away. Then you see the really quick reload speed, which is great, and that's going to go down. Very good. Very nice mix of weapons so far. Might need something a bit more short range, but really happy so far, actually. Feels like an impactful bunch of weapons. Are we close to our variant or our critical chance here? I don't think we are just yet. There we go. Keep the good times rolling here. Get our hyper feed going. Not that we need to. There we go. Another one down. Pick that up. All right. So ready to go. We can't buy anything, unfortunately. So let's just move to the next level. Wait. Yeah, just making sure I didn't drop anything, and we're off. Really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the classes. I think if there's one issue with the classes, it's the abilities. And I think, unfortunately, I think the issue with classes is the progression. Sure, there are problems with classes in terms of how some of the interactions work. I mean, the fact that you've got 4 abilities that you hardly end up using very often, I believe that's going to be cut down to 2. And then hopefully a bit more stronger identity for certain classes. Like the Recon almost screams to me as like the fast and mobile of the 3 classes. Yet it has something like channel power, which is very much a sniper perk, which begs the question, why didn't this end up going on to the anti-mat sniper? So lots of little things like that. So looking forward to the change they're going to make. But like I said, I keep saying this. Abilities are very weak overall, and progressions are not going to be addressed, so I don't really know how they're going to fix abilities, actually. Okay. What do we want to do here? Did that work? Unfortunately not. There we go. Get away. Nice. Good thing we didn't get ourselves killed there. Let's get the Kago down. Get one of these out as well. Just to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room here. Okay. And... gone? There we go. Good stuff. Really weird that I'm feeling the Nemesis prototype's not doing all that much. So, increases... the overclocked increases heat and cooling by 40% and increases critical chance by 15%. So it should be really dominating, right? Got 10%. Oh, we should be using this a bit more. Feels very powerful, actually. Heat vent, active reload reduces current heat. First mover firing out of combat 50% damage. Internal combustion, 10% chance on hits. I wonder if they've added more tech perks Feels like a lot of the weapons have got more starting, but I haven't really played with the Kago, and I haven't really gotten the Nemesis before, so... Well, let's see where that goes. Okay, we've got a crate over there. We should keep that in mind. That's weird that we missed that one. And now we're taking damage. I think you guys saw over there, I took some health damage. Isn't the most effective way of dealing with that, by the way. We took more damage, unfortunately. We can probably go and pick up the health now. We should be using our Kago a bit more than we are now. I think we're getting a bit enamored with the stuff that we've got. Get this reloaded. Might not be space for the Nemesis, really, in this build if we're going to go with Kago. There we go. There we go. Get those. Okay, get the Kago again. Get this reloaded. There we go again. It keeps bouncing. It's not a heck of a lot of fun. Oh my word. They keep stutter stepping me, boys. Okay, this is quickly degenerating. Get a couple more of these out. And get this reloaded. Let's get one of these out. There we go. And we had to take a couple of funny shots there, but it worked out in the end. Okay. More healing. We can probably leave that. Be a good shot to take with this, isn't it? There we go. Some decent damage finally. Right. Let's see here. We've still got some healing down at the bottom. We've got some enemies here. Let's get the Kago out here. And let's just stutter step a little bit. And be stutter step like we were over there. Okay, move back. Get more applications going. Nice. Okay. So, get rid of him. Get these guys lined up. We did take some damage. How much heat? Oh, what are we taking damage as over there? Man, a lot of our weapons are producing high amounts of heat at the moment, guys. That might be a general weakness to our build. There we go. Kago doing some good work. Okay, let's wait for that to go away before we jump right into it. There we go. Okay. Get that reloaded. Get our charges up again. That out. Let's get some practice in for the sniper rifle. Good stuff. Right. Yeah, feels good. Let's get lined up here. Give ourselves the boost. Wait for it again. That is huge, lads. Holy moly. Nice. Good job. And we got some... What did we end up... Oh, we got the super ammo region on the 10% shot over there. Very nice. Oh. Keep adding. Get the Kago crowd controller. Get a decent shot on the doggo. Oh. Very nice. Try to get that lined up, but didn't really work out. Oh, lots of enemies here, boys. Oh, didn't pierce. Oh, that did. Very nice. Unfortunate over there. Took some more damage than we should have. Ooh. Get that out as well. That should be enough to deal with them. Very good. Okay. That's going to die as well. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It is right now. There we go. Man, where are weapon parts, lads? Feel like we've picked up nothing so far in terms of weapon parts. Okay. K goes back up to full. And we got enough weapon parts now. Maybe we go straight into the Nemesis over here. Oh, we can't actually. Maybe another one on the Kago. We can't do that either. Do we want to keep upgrading this? I do quite like this gun. It could be very good against unarmored throughout the levels. We we're pretty much tied to this, actually. So let's just go for it. Last resort underbarrel would have been very good in a sniper rifle. Not so much here. Uses reload speed by 15. Could do some interesting stuff with last resort and the hyper feed, but we'd have to keep it artificially low in terms of like one bullet in the chamber. I think we might just go with a big bore. Might just go with the big bore there. Okay. I can maybe go a bit more, but harder on this pistol, because it's really strong, actually. As long as we're not facing, like, any enemies like this. And we've already got the Soul Ripper Saber, which is good. Increases the power level of the weapon. Gives us 10% lifesteal on critical hits, which, I mean, that's really strong, actually, if you think about it. Get the hyper feed going here. That didn't work there. Try it again here. Didn't work again. There we go. Good stuff. Leave that box over there in case we need it a bit later. Keep stacking that eraser. There goes the dog. Get that reloaded. Get some Kago love going over here. That didn't do anything, did it? Very good. And one more. And there we go. There was the heat. Right, so, should we test heat very quickly? Okay, we get a high heat here. Oh, look at that burn effect. Holy moly. What? Boys. Heat is no joke. Did you see that? We had... Looks like we had some stacks of heat on us over there. That's huge damage. Okay, what are we picking up here? I can go for the heist equipment here. I think we can. I think that makes sense. Summons Armored Guardians whenever 4 enemies are near. Might not be bad either. We haven't really played around with that. Let's go with that, actually. Be good to get some attention away from our character, because he is meant to keep a distance, this Recon. Oh. Right, good stuff. More credits. Looking good. Any enemies that are going to gank us when we get to the top? Probably not. Keep the razors going, which we keep forgetting to do. Why is he low health? Maybe it was the Kago that we... And that's really good that we got him from behind there. Let's see. Another one for the Kago. No, we can't. Increased cost. Might as well go with another thing on the PPQ. Critical forward assist is interesting. Active reload. I like that. We are reloading the gun quite a lot. Action critical chance and critical chance. I think we're going to go with that. We might just go straight into heavy building on the PPQ-H. Really strong. Ooh, very close there. Okay. No, it's a really big magazine reload there. Let's get the Kago out here. There we go. That should get him down. And we do damage to ourselves again, unfortunately. Stick around in that until that goes away. Okay, what do we have here? Ammo fitting, metabolism booster, and power printing. Okay, well, let's take a look at that. What is going to be a good thing to pick up? Do we see what happens when you put it on the PPQ-H? That'd be quite funny to see. I don't know what other ammo types there are for some of these weapons. Shield damage, armor piercing, weak point damage. I think we're going to try something different. This is just a standard cell laser, right? Let's see if we can't get something different. I know this is really silly, but I just want to try it out for science, lads. We got standard cell laser, and what do we got now? X2E laser. How does that going to work? Oh, there we go. Right. How is this going to work? This is the standard laser. How does this work? It's very different to what we had before. And a laser cell. Just the damage profile's changed a bit. It's 2 shots, it looks like. As opposed to 1. Let's just play around with it for a bit. Why not? Okay, go out here. Let that do its magical work. And he should be down. There we go. Okay, what do we have from the weapon box? Super 90? Training variant. Unfortunately, not something that I'm really willing to consider. Get that out. Oh, look at that bounce, boys. Okay. And should be able to get him a shot in the head over there. Right. Let's try to see if we can't get a decent damage on this one. Very nice. Get that eraser again. Oh. Oh, this weapon is just so good, isn't it? Okay. I think we can start spending at the shop here. So, Hyperfeed is really useful. I think we're going to try build into Hyperfeed. Lightning Boots is useful as well. I love the passive speed increase. Mavericks, I guess not bad to have, but I think we're going to stick to Hyperfeed here. It is already quite a long cooldown, isn't it? So we do want to lower down the cooldown on this as a starting point here. For sure. And that's helped. And now we got Precision Strike seems to have been working pretty well. Go Hyperfeed again. I don't mind critical success on Hyperfeed. 3D stack increases effect power and maximum stacks. Go with that. And then I think just one more. Maybe go with the Lightning Boots. Unshackle technology. Not that I know what that does, because it's not charge-based that we just waste that. Might very well have just wasted that, lads. Pop the ammo back on this one. I think it was fine the way it was before. Get the Kago out again. Get that reloaded. And that's down. Should start thinking about upgrading the Nemesis. Whoa. Whoa. That is a lot of heat damage, lads. Gotta be careful with the sniper, though. Seems like that variant is very bad. Yeah, look at that. Huge amounts of heat generation. Might be a bit of an inherent weakness with it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We do need to be careful a little bit now because we are a bit exposed on health. What are we getting here? Fusion Super Booster. Always nice. Never going to say no to that. Get that reloaded and then one more shot in. There we go. Nice. Okay. No, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, such a good starting weapon, boys. Give it a go. Helsing Powerball. We'll keep that for now until we get something better. Okay. Let's pick up some ammo. Get ourselves replenished. And I think we are good for the boss here, lads. Right. Have a look at that. You miss anything? We got a weapon parts box here, which is always welcome. I think we're ready to go, lads. I think we are ready to go. And to the boss we go, lads. Oh. There we go. Weird placement over there. So how are we going to kill this boss? I say we go straight for the PPQ. Right? Hyperfeed into PPQ. Ah, high heat. Now we're doing damage to ourselves, unfortunately. Man, that's so much damage to take, guys. Oh. Okay, fine. We're fine. We were in a little bit of trouble there, lads. The heat damage is a bit overwhelming, actually. Especially on some of the weapons that end up hitting you quite hard on the heat. Oh. Hello. Why am I... Oh, am I going to die? I'm going to die! Oh, lads. Lads. Heat kills, lads. Heat kills. Oh, dear. Well, you know what, lads? That's a pretty decent first run. Definitely not what I was expecting. I never expected to be killed by the heat in the end. I'm going to have to go back and have a look at that. But feels a bit more difficult. Would love to play the Recon again. That's probably what we're going to do in the next part of the series. Part 2, we'll do a fresh run with the Recon. But some initial thoughts. Man, heat is punishing. Utterly punishing. And even more so for a class like the Recon that's got a very low health pool to begin with. Well, I think that's all we have time for today, guys. I'm glad to have done that run. We'll continue with the Recon in the next part. I've been Flash Hazardous. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please leave me a like. If you really enjoy my content, leave me a subscribe. If you don't, leave me a dislike. Let me know what I can do better. Until next time, Flash out.